please. We chilling out now. We chill. But yeah, there you go, Thorn. What up, man? Notion's attached back, man. It's a Wednesday night. What's good, everybody? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah. All right, let's get it, man. Let's have a good time tonight, man. We're gonna talk about a very important topic, I believe. Probably one of the most important topics in a relationship. On this show, we talk about relationships and the culture. We want to talk about the importance of taking accountability. I feel like it's often overlooked, not just in relationships, but in life. Because we're gonna talk about Mr. Ye as well tonight. I've been fighting it for 2 weeks now. This is the third week. I fought it that first week. I said I won't really go there. The next week I said I'ma chill. Can't ignore it. So we're gonna get into some Ye as well tonight. Y'all jump up in here, man. Let me shout out to Stan out there. Who came the last 2 weeks. What'd you say?
Instagram. I was like, Mo, you on Instagram?
Oh yeah, I'm on it right now.
Okay.
Shout out to Stan out there. Shout out to Tierra as well, who came on last week. Tierra, if Tierra out there, pull up. Tierra, I got to make a confession. So pull up, Tierra, if you're out there.
Tierra ain't trying to come back. She said y'all gonna scar her.
No, Tierra did a good job, and my voice was messed up last week, so I'm feeling good. You dig what I'm saying? We feeling good this week. We're gonna talk about accountability. Shout out to Lionel out there, man. Shout out to the homie. Shout out to Amber. I'm not sure if she'll be on tonight. We know Naomi's running a little bit behind, but you know who we got in the building, man. We got Shody Mo, aka Cozy Mo. What it is?
What's up, y'all? Well, it's good to be back. I know I missed out last week, so I'm glad to be back, ready to talk a little bit. You already know, so let's get into it.
You dig? And of course, we got my cousin and your cousin Torian up in here, aka I Runs Wild. What it do?
What's up, y'all? Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. You already know I want to talk some wild stuff, and we'll keep pushing.
And I let me make sure I apologize in person to Torian because my voice was in a bad way last week, and I thought that I was gonna be good, man. Right when the show started, I was like, Torian, you got to do the intro, bro. Torian was like, "Oh, you for real?" Yeah, and I'm for real. I can't talk, but nah, everything was all good. Appreciate everybody that came through and made it live than what it was. We had a good show last week, so I do appreciate it. But we're gonna talk about accountability, man. If you want to jump in the chat, do that. We do appreciate it. Rate, comment, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, hit the notification button so you know when we go live. I haven't given a shout out in a while to our podcast, to our audio podcast family, man. Y'all still been showing up and showing out over there in the audio section. We do appreciate y'all, all of our international listeners. Thank y'all, man. Y'all been helping the show grow on the audio side as well. We definitely have not forgotten about y'all. So thank you for all y'all do. And yeah, man, we here again, man, kicking it, talking that talk. We're gonna make it do what it do. Okay, before we get into the Ye and all the heavy stuff, I got a bone to pick with two people. I don't know if y'all saw this. Shanti, she got an interview. I think it's getting ready to drop with Angie Martinez. Did it already drop, or is getting ready to drop? Right?
I think it dropped today. I've seen more clips of it.
Okay, so she's coming out talking about the Irv Gotti situation, and that kind of corresponds with DaBaby's doing his press run right now for his album, and he was out talking about Megan. So it's a lot of talk right now about kind of pillow talk situations, right? A lot of pillow talking. And unfortunately, this is, for me at least, a relatively new phenomenon where it's a lot of men that are out here pillow talking. Is this something that's always been a thing, and maybe I just neglected to see this? What's going on right now?
Definitely been a thing. I don't know where you've been at. That's what got Drake and McMillan to it. It's pillow talk.
Is the fellas out here doing most of this pillow talking? Yeah.
Because Nicki was pillow talking with Meek. Pillow talking with Public or Lies. He stirred some stuff up. Yeah, that pillow talking been out here. Niggas been the main contenders in this competition. They slick. They like to twist it, change the narrative, make it be like it was the women, but nah. Pillow talking at the barbershop. Thought we didn't know.
Talking about women because a lot of men secretly want to be us and they be mad.
Whoa. Say that one more time, Mo. That was whoa. A lot of men secretly.
I said that's why they be mad. That's why they be talking so much. Because they can't be us. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
so hold on, no. So okay, so
Yeah.
maybe is kind of insinuating, right, that he slept with Megan, right, on his record. Megan hasn't really come out and talked about it. As you know, she's in a relationship, so you know, I don't know that if that's necessarily something that she should address, right? If you're in a relationship, I don't, yeah,
I think the only thing she did was that she was taking a little break.
a break from
Yeah,
what?
from that when she got her house broken into and stuff.
Yeah.
She said she was
But
taking a
that was
break.
after that situation. So I think that's the only thing she's really said, like about
Okay.
anything, but she still didn't address it. But I think she just that break, is necessary for her. So
Yeah.
she announced that.
And Ashanti is basically coming out. Now, listen, here's where it gets sticky for me all the time with like when we start talking about sex. Did you or did you not have sex? Because Ashanti is coming out from at least the clips that I saw saying that she ain't never slept with no Irv Gotti.
Yeah, I was confused. I'm like, who was lying?
Because either you had sex or you didn't. There ain't no in between. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Sometimes
he could be lying because men do be lying.
that's crazy though for him to be that old and lying about having sex with that woman. That's crazy if he's doing that.
I don't think there's any age limit on delusion, but when it comes down to it, I feel like Ashanti wouldn't be publicly addressing it if she was lying. Like if she needed to lie, I don't know. I just get the feeling that Ashanti wouldn't come out and do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because how often do we see? I mean, there's not usually stuff to address with Ashanti, but like, how often have you really seen her go just put business out there? Like, she seems like a pretty private person. Like, she really don't post about anything. Like, showing stuff. Like people would always be like, "Oh, is that your man? That's your man." She's like, "No," like, type stuff. So I mean, he gotta be lying in this situation. If anybody's lying, I would put my money on him lying.
But that makes it even crazier though, because the incentive that he have to just jump on here and just, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's wild. Let's get Naomi up in here, man, so we can get these 4 corners, man. This chemistry, this yes, you know what I'm talking about. What up, Naomi?
Hi, y'all. Certainly.
Hey.
Don't worry about it. That's 25 cent fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, no, right now though, Naomi, you just joined. We're talking about the obviously we're gonna talk about accountability tonight. This kind of bleeds into it. We're talking about DaBaby and his, he's doing his press run right now. So they bringing up his verse about Megan. And then Ashanti just did an interview, sit down with Angie Martinez, where she's coming back and addressing the Irv Gotti stuff. And then, like we were just saying, is like it's crazy because she's flat out saying, I didn't sleep with dude. And I'm like,
wow.
I'm confused because it's only y'all had sex or y'all didn't. You know what I'm saying? There's no in between on sex. Like,
niggas will lie on their dick. Okay? Especially if it kind of Ashanti. It's Ashanti, like, oh yeah. Of course I was.
Hold on, no. What do Irv Gotti get about? Hold on, let's stop though. Let me slow down.
I mean, I can't play devil's advocate and say that Ashanti could be lying. And some part of me thinks she is lying. When I first read, I was like, girl, stop lying. But then I'm like, maybe she didn't. But I'm gonna play devil's advocate and just say like she probably playing the right game. Like,
no, she said
to get people
you thought
to know
I was feeling you. That nigga much. That's what the fuck it is. That nigga much.
No,
Maybe what it was.
She could be just, her her publicist told her like, hey, don't say nothing. Then we're gonna say this and we're gonna do this and make them look crazy. So that could be the thing. She might get her Olivia Pope with her, and they finna spin the motherfucking narrative.
No.
Anything a possibility, but you would hope that he would not lie.
Yeah,
but I mean, the same thing. We hope she wouldn't lie either. Shit.
Somebody.
Yeah.
Right.
Somebody lying.
We need that fly on that wall.
And to your point, Torian, I think that like if I'm her publicist, if I'm her people, I'm like, well, let me ask you, is there any videos of y'all doing anything? No. Is there any pictures of y'all having any sex? Okay, well just say no. What are you gonna say?
Right.
No, and look, and that's why it wasn't a problem for her to show up with Nelly at the motherfucking game, because she's like, nigga, I wasn't even fucking you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because that's why I'm so confused. Because like you can get things misconstrued. Because I've seen where people say, oh yeah, me and her used to talk, or me and him used to talk. and then you ask that other person, like, yeah.
Like for real,
like we exchanged a few messages,
but we never talked.
Right.
Like that's a strong word. Why would you say that? Like
Ashanti's like I
have had that happen, and I was offended. Like I was like, yo.
I never fucked him. Never. That's different.
No, and even then, there was literally never any type of physical contact of any sort. Talking about we used to talk. I said no, we didn't. Like that shit is crazy, and that's what I'm saying. It's just like that's like, oh my gosh, like this is a moment where you have like how dare you? Like I was so offended, so that's why I'm saying like I don't know.
We probably have no idea how many niggas have like false claimed our pussy. Like shit, you know, I fucked with Nate back in the day. Like
years ago on some shit where it's like, oh, you can't really dig up the facts, but listen, you want to know, you better ask. But no, like I think that's just I mean, I've definitely heard it from women and men, you know, over the years of just, you know, there are those men that will lie about it, so I can't put it past them. But to Torian's point, I think it could also be like a publicity thing just to address and just to get it out the way, you know. But I don't know.
Because if you Irv Gotti, it sounds crazy. Because I believe the whole time that this whole timeline, he was married the whole time.
Yeah, that was crazy. And plotting on this young girl who worked for him. And like right. Even when he tells the story of their first kiss, like he basically like fucking forced that shit.
Yeah.
So and even so who knows what the circumstances are when you're a young girl and you have this boss that's like supposed to be your fucking record label. You're in the start of your career. Like that's hella pressure to be coming at you.
And I like Ashanti, and I mess with Irv heavy. But if I had to say, if we had to put gun to my head, who I thought was potentially fudging the truth, I don't like to call people liars, just being misleading, I would probably have to lean toward Ashanti. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna say the fat nigga.
Yeah. Right.
I'm just saying that because I'm like, Irv Gotti's a multimillionaire. I'm sure he's had sex with women way over his level, right? What he should be having sex with if he wasn't rich. So, you know, he's probably had sex with a bunch of Ashanti-looking women. You know what I mean?
And that's why he confused. The real Ashanti's like, but not me, bitch.
He was drunk or something. like that's I side with Ashanti. We stand Ashanti over here. So I don't know. I think he lying.
I'm like, it's not like she ain't denying Nelly, okay? She ain't got no reason to lie.
I'm dead.
This is true. But what about DaBaby though? How do we feel about DaBaby?
Because I didn't even hear the song. What was the lyric that he said about Megan? You know, like he's just not on my radar at all.
Why you don't like that?
I mean, he just said that he had fucked her the night after she got shot.
He was probably just rapping.
So he out here fucking shot up pussy?
Yeah.
Right. No, I'm like she didn't go to the hospital.
I think he said like the day after too. I'm like, boy, she was in the hospital. I think he lying. I think he lying too.
He having bullet fragment sex.
Yeah.
He a savage. Okay. You can't even like put her leg. I'm sure her legs were restricted at that point.
No, I'm like, no.
Yeah, there's too many restrictions with that kind of sex. You gotta watch her foot and she can't move. No, that's half the fun. You know.
Yeah, I think he was embellishing just for the sake of rap. Just like what's that song that Nicki did when she was like talking about all the rappers and shit?
Oh yeah. What is that song are you talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, and she was like, I ain't fuck with DJ Khaled, we not speaking. Ain't no fat nigga telling me what he not eating.
Yeah, that was
because that nigga don't eat pussy, and that's wild.
Shout out to Khaled. Listen, Khaled's from my school, man. Listen, I was just having a conversation with one of my old partners, and we were having a conversation about because he's single. And he was talking about like how like the dating game is right now and the sex game is. He's like, yo, this shit is way different from me when we was out here really, really wilding. He was like, what people consider standard sex is like different. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you know what I'm saying? We was having this whole conversation. He's like, yo, that was some shit that like, yeah, we wasn't doing that. That was like somebody that you done been with for a while and y'all want to have a wild night. And now folks is like, no, let's eat the booty first night. Like, wait a minute.
Mm.
It's too much. So, you know.
Come on, Janae.
I'm from the school of Khaled. You
Grow
know,
up out here.
all that munching.
Right.
No, I'm from the Khaled school. No.
Of not eating pussy. That's a wild.
You eating pussy.
You know, y'all know who popularized that, right? Y'all's hero.
Lil Wayne.
Yes, that's.
I'm like, I literally remember when he dropped Pussy Monster on the song. Like, he literally, I could think of the video right now. My little hot twat ass. That's why I was like, when I turn 18, I'm gonna fuck Lil Wayne. That's all I wanted. That was the only dreams I had, and I didn't even fucking follow through with that shit. Mm-hmm.
That's who popularized that was Lil Wayne. He was the first rapper that came out with that foolishness.
So shout out to Wayne. He's just truly the GOAT. Thank you, Wayne. We can never repay you for all the hard work.
He's my guy, but let's not shout that out, Wayne. You messed it up for a lot of players out here. Okay, let's get going.
No, he did not.
No, he messed it up because now
messed it up for the niggas who didn't need none.
Well,
but it was a win for the women.
A lot of this new sex is like it's too much now. Some of
the
the
head is too much. I'm like, some of
it I hear about. Again, I've been married. Shout out to my wife. I've been married for a long time. So look, I always tell my listen, me and my wife married. We do grown folk stuff. We married. But this stuff that I be hearing about out here, yeah, listen, first, no, we're not doing that the first couple times we have sex. Now, hold on now. No. We ain't doing all that. We got to work up to that, ma'am. I got to get some trust in you. Shit. I need the Carfax before we can do all that. I need to see some test results. Oh, here goes Stan. Stan, jump in, bro. If you out there, Stan, jump on the panel. Stan said, y'all have sex, must be nice. Stop it, Stan.
I need to stay capping.
Stan, big cap. Stan, let me know if you can jump on, put something in the chat. We'll send you the link. Okay, let's go here though. Talking about accountability. That's what we want to talk about tonight. Is the importance of being in a relationship and taking accountability. I got a serious video that just dropped. It came from via TikTok. I want to get to that in a minute. But I think one of the biggest groups, and this is no offense to these people, but the biggest offender, if I had to pick a group or a segment of individuals this is my personal opinion, that I believe don't take accountability, is single mothers. And I'm sorry. Listen, I'm sorry. Let me explain myself. Right? Because you're a single mother, right? And that's fine. That it is what it is. But that's like something that, a decision that you made. That's your situation. And let me give you an example. Maybe this will make it a little bit easier from what I'm saying. Let me give you this example. Here we go. Okay. I don't know if y'all saw this on social media. Hold on, that ain't it. Damn it, I'm on the wrong thing. Okay.
You're exposed.
Hold on. Let me get it pulled up.
Man, you just gonna take this?
I know. Let me find this.
And my mother, no drama.
Bitch, I'm a mother. No drama, period.
Okay, let me find it. There it goes. Okay, I got it. Here we go. Y'all see that? Is it up? There we go.
Oh, I seen that. Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Young, dude hit up a young lady and says,
not $250 for the babysitter, bitch.
Okay, so let me set this up. So they get ready to go on a date. They get ready to go on a date. She sends him a message and says, hey, can you send me $250 for the babysitter tonight? He said, hey, whatever her name is, you want me to pay for your babysitter and the date? And she goes, you the man, right? I'm single. I'm a single mother of 3. This is part of dating me. I want to come back to that because that's a solid point. But he says, wow, you know what I'm saying? This is not in my budget. I had a real nice evening planned for us, and I can't add another $250 to that. I'm sorry. And she says, wow, enjoy the evening by yourself. Tired of dating broke men. Now let's pause right there. Let's pause right there.
She's tired of dating smart men.
Yes. Now she's so inappropriate with her foolishness.
Because
I see what you're saying. I got you. Now she's so inappropriate with her foolishness because listen, So you're a single mother of 3. Now listen, we don't know her situation. She could have been married. The marriage just ended. They had 3 kids. I'm not one of the ones to talk about. Listen, you got kids, that's fine. That's to her point. That is a part of the package.
No.
Her kids are part of the package. It
okay.
Dating her. That's a part of the package. But now hold on now. I gotta pay for the babysitter in order to enjoy your company. Talk to me, Naomi. You are the resident single mother on the show.
Yeah, facts. I'm like, but I don't even have a babysitter. I'm like, my son be with his mama or his daddy. Okay,
but I'm just like, let's just say,
I wouldn't. For one, I don't even be asking niggas for bread like this. So I feel like maybe she just wanted some money because $250 is a lot for a baby.
No, definitely.
Like maybe she didn't really care about this nigga. Like there's like levels to how women will treat a nigga depending, like, you know, how she feel about him. And so maybe she just wanted a little trick and to get what the fuck she could get out of him. But no, I would never tell a man that he needs to pay for the babysitter, especially if it's not on like some chill shit. Like maybe if that's my boyfriend or something, and like I really like maybe we really need to get out, like, and I have to get a babysitter. I don't know about all that.
Yeah, I saw
she tried to make that $250 seem like it was because she had 3 kids. So like the babysitter.
I'm like, that is a lot of kids though. So I'm like, I don't know what the rates be looking like. But
yeah, I just doubt
that's a lot.
If somebody tried to $250, I'm gonna become a babysitter.
I'd be like, no, that's what I'm saying. I would have been like, oh, shit. The fuck?
For how long? Come on now. Give me these damn kids.
Yeah. If you going out, you probably gonna be out. What do you say? 3 hours, maybe?
5, 6.
I mean, they going to a date. I mean, like dinner. And
if you go to a dinner date, at least 2 to 3 hours.
I would say more. I would get them more for $250.
I guess maybe 2 to
5 hours.
Basic date.
No, because you gotta think about it, right? Like most people per child is probably like, even if you do $25 a child, that's $75 right there. $75 an hour, 25 a child.
I guess.
Yeah, because like I don't know how old these kids is, but
that
like,
math is math.
Yeah, I'm at the crib. I'm watching these kids, but like, is that? Listen, I'm just want to ask. Talk to me, Shorty Mo, aka Cozy Mo. Is that maybe I'm being irrational, right? I'm open. I think that sounds wild. That like I'm trying to get to know you. I want to take you on a date. I got a nice evening plan for us, and you tell me I also need to pay for your babysitter. Come on, Mo.
This is such an outrageous request that it's like it's giving stage text. Like it's giving this is not even real because you're out of your mind. $250. First of all, if you don't even got money to like, or not even money, if you don't even have the resources to be able to leave your kids, on your own and figure that on your own, like I don't understand. Like why don't you already got that covered personally? Like, I mean, exactly. I can understand if it's like down the road, we're serious, we're like living together. Now we're like sharing, now I'm more of maybe like a figure in these kids' lives. But like, I don't barely know you. I don't know your kids, like respectfully, y'all, I don't want to say it, but like in my mind, them kids, like
I already know. I was gonna say it for you
for a babysitter. Like, girl, if you broke, just say that. Like, literally, if you really need help, just say that. But like, that's insane.
No, if you really want to go shopping,
like,
just say that. Like,
electricity bill. Like, what do you really want this $250 for?
Like, do you need your hair done or something? You could have just said that. I would have still said no, but you could have still. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a request.
No, I feel like if this were a real thing, it would just be like, let me just see how far I can take this nigga. Truly, like,
right?
Who knows? Like, what type? Let me see if I can get this.
That's what I think. That's what I think. Women who have a mindset similar to this, that's what I think they be thinking. Like, whenever they go into situations like this, they're like, well, I mean, the worst they could say is no or just not talk to me. So, like, we gonna see who actually will do it. Like, and I mean, look, to each their own. I couldn't imagine doing all of that. Like, That's it. That's kind of just like it's kind of embarrassing, I guess.
Right. Just even having it on your name.
I would be so embarrassed. There's nothing wrong with like men doing for you. I've definitely grown from being that person to just being like, okay, like no, there are some things that I would expect of my man, but like again, if it's just preliminary dates, like this is not. We're not in the mix of the actual process. So like,
and
no.
you know what's crazy? Like based on his responses, I think that maybe if she would have asked him, "Hey, you know what?" If she would have presented it to him in a way of saying, "Can we go half?" I think he might have did it. Now, to your point, Mo, this might be cap, but I'm just like, if we want to just like, let's pretend, right? Like my little baby say, let's make believe, daddy. If we want to make believe, right, that this is like a real scenario, based on the tenor of his text messages, right? If she was to be like, "Hey, I really want to go out, but like I need a babysitter. Is there any way we can go half?" You know, possibly he might entertain that. But
He
like,
said, "Look, I'm on a budget. I ain't doing all that."
well, no, because he was like, "Yo, I got a nice evening plan, and like you want me to add two." Because like, listen, if you want to take somebody out on a nice date, it can get expensive. Let's be very, very honest about that. Like dinner's probably gonna be like $100 by itself. That's just dinner. And if you're doing something else, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it can add up pretty quickly.
Right.
Okay, I got a question though.
Let's go.
I was thinking of the situation being a little bit different. Like, okay, so you need me to pay for this $250 for the babysitter. Okay, well, I was gonna take you to this steakhouse, you know, but like I still want to get to know you. I'll go ahead and like I'll pay her $250 and we'll go to Chili's, get the 2 for 30, 2 for 25. Just get to know each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think her response will be at that point?
That's interesting.
He would probably still be upset.
Same thing.
Like,
He'd
be like, hold on, what? You
Broke
can't take me out and give me $250?
Like,
I'm tired of broke niggas. That's what she was still saying.
It's still the same ending, the same result.
No, and see, that shows that it's really just like the person, right? So that's why you just gotta have discernment. So thank God, like she showed it this early, so this man could like be like, okay, this is a bitch that I don't need to be dealing with, or who knows, maybe he broke that bread if it was real.
No, for real.
And then boom, she done got her trick.
Your broke ass.
And she was like, "I'm tired," and like for her to say, what did she say? "I'm tired of dating." What did she say?
Yeah, I'm tired of being broke.
She was like, "Wow, enjoy the evening by yourself. Tired of dating broke men."
That's the part that gave away the staging because
like so your baby daddy broke, huh?
Right,
broke.
Your baby daddy.
Aw.
Man, where your daddy at for real? Like, where are they daddy at? Because
yes, I'm like the kids on the
like they playing that date out, right? Like he just didn't call her the day before. I'm sure like they had because he's saying he got a nice evening plan, and which was crazy because like it seems like that was like a first date. It sounds, you know what I'm saying? And
no, like still just even dating, it's just showing how chill that shit is. So
yeah, but I mean, to her point though, is like she's like I say, I always say, if you date a woman with kids, yes, that's a part of the package. You have to, at some point, you're gonna have to account for those kids. Now, with that being said, if this is the first date or the second date, you still trying to figure out if you want to go there with her, right? You know what I'm saying? If you want to take it to that level that we're gonna date, because once y'all start dating, the kids are a part of the package. So if you want to go out with, if y'all are dating now, and y'all want to go out, yeah, you need to drop some bread on that babysitter. You need to help out on that babysitter, my dude. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you get her out. Unless you want to bring the kids. You know what I'm saying? And in the words of Kanye, and I gotta take all they badass to showbiz.
Okay, get your kids, but they got their friends. I put them in their beds. They all had to bend, and then we went to dinner, and then I had to pay. If you fucking with this girl, then you better be paid. You know why? Okay, I could go on and on.
You know what I'm saying? So
like don't get his flag.
I'm like, all I know is they can't take Kanye out my mind.
Look at
Mo putting on some lip gloss. Okay, Mona ate that sandwich. She said, "Let me get cute."
My lips are chapped and dry. Like, okay, I look okay. Then you get on camera. You're like, wait a minute, I need to moisturize a little bit.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. So let's make it a little bit more serious now, right? Oh shit. Oh shit. Hold on. TT.
What y'all got me in here on? What we talking about before I leave?
First of all, let me say this to you. Shout out to Tierra. Tierra is official. She's always been no string. She's always been gang, right?
What did I do?
You didn't do nothing. I just want you to know that I did put some clips out of last week's show of you, a little bit out of context. A little bit out of context. And you know, the manosphere right now is feeling a certain way about you. I'm just putting it out. That whole thing of somebody giving you $1,000 for a breakup, the manosphere is not feeling that at all.
Hey, that's on them, okay?
Let me just go back
on you, baby.
Let me just go back to my favorite quote. This is my favorite quote from the feedback that we got from that. Hold on, let me pull it. Up. Hold on. For people that got in the chat, they said, and it's some offensive shit. Niggas be offensive as hell when they start talking shit, but it's the internet.
Nothing mad.
Oh, he said, because this is when you were talking about, right? Like we broke up, they gave me the okay. Dude said, I never pay new prices for used vehicles. Oh, that's so disrespectful.
That's crazy, and that's probably why he's still where he at now. Mad on somebody damn live.
Tell me where he is. God damn it. You did?
Period. I'm sorry.
Right now,
I'm not sorry.
Right now, though, Tia, we're talking about accountability. In the relationship, it's my belief. I would, off the top of my head, I would probably put accountability in the top 3 in terms of like relationship things. I don't know what number, but it would definitely be somewhere in my top 3. Just because you got to be accountable of like, you know, the shit you do. Like some people come into a relationship and it's like, you know, like me, for example. Let me just talk about myself because my wife knows this. I'm a complete asshole, right? And I know I'm an asshole. And it's, you know, I don't do it intentionally. It's just my personality. I'm not the lovey-dovey type person. I say what I mean. It's just the way I am, right? But I'm accountable for that. So I have to say I'm sorry a lot, right? Like I have to end up saying, you know what? You know, I didn't mean it that way. What's the Usher video with Chili where where like they talking before the video started? She like, it's the way you say stuff. What song is that?
Confessions.
Is it one of them shit? But like my wife tells me that all the time. It's not what you say, it's the way you say stuff, right? Because like it's like, all right, I'm just telling you, you know what I'm saying? I'm just very, you know. But if people don't like to take accountability for like the role they play in either
you got it bad. That's what I thought it was.
Hold on, which one was it?
You got it bad.
You got it bad. There you go. She's like, it's the way you say stuff. Yeah, you did. But people don't want to take accountability. So that's what we're talking about tonight is accountability in relationships. Now, listen, I don't want to get too deep into your business, Tierra, aka TT. But you did just come out of a breakup. So I hope that you're accountable. That's all I'm gonna say. I hope you're accountable for your part.
Oh, absolutely. I do. Look. Okay. I know what the hell I did wrong. Or if, you know.
Or what
I take accountable for my actions for, you know, how long it went. Okay, that's what we're gonna say. But no, on a serious note, I definitely did start like take accountability for my actions, especially last year or after having therapy, because it is some things that I've allowed and things that I've done that just didn't make sense and it's just like, come on now, Terry, you got to do better. So, you know, Now I'm doing better, you know, trying to get in, you know, get further into life or jump into another relationship or something. I know what I need to do. I know what I shouldn't be doing and, you know, all the extra fun stuff.
There you go. Can we do a quick round table real quick? Let's go. Just a quick yes or no. Torian, does everybody need, should everybody, especially black people, does everybody need therapy?
That's complex question, sir.
You said quick, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, shout him out. Everybody needs some therapy.
I believe in therapy. Yeah.
I can't hear you. Say it again.
Can you hear me? Oh, I said I believe in therapy. Yes, I believe it's beneficial, at least for everyone to try it. Even if you don't want to continue along, just try it. You just never know. I feel like so many people are sorry, my answer's long, but I just feel like so many people are just like, I don't know, because I was like that about trying it the first time too, because it's like, oh, the stigma around therapy. But no, like just try it. That's my advice to anybody looking to, be better overall. With that, yeah, that's it.
Let's go, Nays Insanity.
I'm a psych major, or I was a psych major. So yeah, I would say yeah, sure. But some more than others, for sure.
Okay. I just want to get a consensus. All right. Let's go here, though. I'm not going to tell y'all my answer.
Why not?
I'm not going to say.
Right.
No.
I'm an old nigga. I'm going to tell you, go talk to your damn pastor. Now I'm playing.
No, we're not doing that.
Some more than others. Some people can't just like talk that shit out.
Nah, I think I agree with Naomi. I think it depends on people, right? I think there are some. Well, I shouldn't say that because see, that makes me sound weird. Because who am I to tell somebody that they need therapy, right? Like
you're not saying it. Some people do go to therapy.
I know, but what I was gonna say though, I was gonna agree with you that like some people need therapy more than others. But again, who am I to put myself in that type of moral position to like me for me to decide, oh, this person might need therapy more. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
I mean, but sometimes they need to hear it, and you might be that person that's supposed to tell them.
Oh yeah, I don't got no. Listen, all my.
I mean, not you though, because you know.
Just, I'm like, yeah, he's speaking for himself on that.
I'm like, it's literally, people with mental disorders out here. Like, so some people naturally, like statistically, need therapy more than others. Like, even more outside of just like normal anxiety. Like, people got real life traumas out here, or so. Some people need it, like, and it's a scale. And like Mo said, try it out and see what it works for you. But there are different types of therapy. Like, there's more than just one going talking. Like, I highly believe you could therapize yourself as well. Yeah. There's so many different avenues.
Yeah. Right. Physical therapy.
Physical, like literally the body, like even just taking care of your body and shit. Like, massage therapy is a thing.
Telling somebody that they could benefit from therapy, or like, you should try therapy. I think that can also come from like just your own experiences that you may have had as well. Like, I know the type of self-destructive behavior that I had going on, and what it looked like and what it felt like, and how I talked about it. So like I can potentially help someone around me that like is experiencing the same stuff. So it's like, hey, this kind of helped, or it helped me at least get into a direction. I feel like therapy put me into a direction of like thought and perspective where it's like, I mean, it would still be beneficial at times for me to go to therapy, but a lot of that stuff is like inner findings and like battles that you really are having with yourself. So it's like you have to gauge that, of course, along the way. I think it's definitely hard for people to learn that, but like it's hard to like understand yourself a lot of the time. But like whenever you try to, it's crazy what you'll end up kind of like stumbling over, because like you never even reached in that way or that direction before. So yeah, like just don't be afraid of it. That's all I'm saying. People act so like scared, like, no, I don't want to go to therapy. No.
Yeah, and that's the thing about our community too. Like we don't, especially the older generation. We do.
Like, our parents, their parents and stuff. Yeah, like sorry, Roy, but you up there. You know what I'm saying? But like there's just a lot of that, like I don't need it, or whatever. But it's like just
try. Right, especially if I got insurance, like they be
because some of these jobs won't even tell you. I was thankful for my job, but some of these jobs won't even tell you. They offer that stuff for free, like or it might be like a few sessions, but check it out and see. They won't tell you, so you're gonna have to look or ask.
Right,
you got it available though.
Well, get y'all some therapy, man. Listen,
I don't know. I've actually never been to therapy. I went to a therapist's office one time, and that shit was.
What you did? Did you leave?
And he's like,
right. I was like, that shit was just such bullshit. It was in the midst of me getting kicked out of college. It was in the midst of me getting kicked out of college, and it was just like,
yeah, I probably wouldn't be listening.
I
During
was
that
like,
time.
no,
Like, what
but
is you talking about?
and like, I don't know.
But see, I think that's also a topic too, as far as therapy goes, is like when it comes to finding a therapist, like it is kind of like finding a regular doctor. Like not everybody's going to be great. Some are going to have bad reviews. Some know more and have, more experience than others. So they may have better ways of helping you out. It's like, yeah, it takes time, I guess, for some.
Yeah, and I feel like some white folks don't know how to be a therapist to Black people. So that's just
But I think it was
not for
Black
me.
lady. I can't even remember, but I was just so upset at that time. But that shit did nothing.
I'm getting kicked out. What are you gonna tell
No,
me?
I'm like, and this like I won't even go into like, but just know, like, okay, that was like a whole ordeal. But thank God for it, because I would have never survived in high school.
Let me ask you this question, Naomi. Since you said that some people need therapy more than others, does your boy Kanye need therapy? AKA, my fault. I'm sorry, Ye, AKA Kanye. I don't want to be pronouncing his name correctly.
I mean, he's obviously already done that route and like already done medication, but it's just like the way also too, like once you get into the mental health thing, you're looking at it getting twisted up into capitalism and all this other shit. So it's like they're putting people on pharmaceuticals, like shit that's not even really good for the body, that's not really helping, like, like, and that's Western medicine, right? Because they don't know that it's all truly supposed to be integrated, mind, body, and soul. Like it has to be mind, body, and soul healing together, or else it's, of course, it's fractured because that shit is not aligned. But so yeah, he could, but if he not fucking with it at the time, then I don't know, but I'm gonna try therapy out definitely eventually.
Okay,
And we'll see if I could, like, yeah, maybe I should while I have insurance.
Absolutely.
I'm like, look, because I don't know how long I could keep like working a job, but
she's like, while I got this job, let me go and get these benefits, girl.
Man, they fuck them benefits. They really be trying to hype up benefits. I'm like, if you don't get
more money, I'm experiencing that. I'm just like, y'all can kiss my ass.
No, their ass when it's like you paying for the benefits, so it's not really a benefit.
Okay, hold on.
Like, I'm paying for the shit.
Let me ask y'all some questions. And Roy, I probably already know your answer and shit.
No, I'm good.
But do y'all actively contribute to a 401k? Is that too much information to ask on the podcast?
No, it's not too much. I'm sorry.
Now you can't say how much, my percent. That's a lot. You don't need to know all that.
Y'all contribute.
I stopped.
I don't actually.
Yeah, no. I cleared mine out last time.
I think actually the last time I went, because I started the job I'm at right now almost 2 years ago. So when I left that job that I was at, I cleaned that bitch out. Like I didn't just transfer it over. So I do still contribute to my 401. I do still have money that's going in there. But honestly, I will be honest, like if it's in times of need, like I will, reach into that shit. Cause like, bro, that shit is useful.
I don't like the idea of 401k, especially being in like accounting and seeing all the extras. It's like, y'all really, we contribute to it. And then if we need it, you charging us extra.
So many penalties.
And it's like, what's the point? Like, I could just put this money somewhere else. I mean, I get it for long term, but the way white folks out here, these higher ups,
I'm like, even stock market right now, like the way the stock market is going, like I don't even want to.
Yeah, it's a lot of pros. Well, I shouldn't say it's a lot. So like the original way, the original way that it was set up, right, was that like you put this money into there, the stock market is always going to go up. You're going to get this investment, and then when you retire, you have this money. That's the way it was supposed to go, right? That like that's the like the vision of it. Obviously, it doesn't go that way. The market goes up and it goes down. It affects your 401k, depending on what you have it invested in, because you can move it around. There was a time definitely where I like was not invested in it. I like move my money around in a lot of different stuff now. I do still have money in 401k. Just because it's pre-tax, you know what I'm saying? Like anything pre-tax, I try to mess with it, you know what I'm saying? Roth IRAs, anything pre-tax, you know what I'm saying? So that's a different show for a different day. But
yeah, the Roth IRA, but
yeah, like I try to mess with. I'm a big fan of pre-tax stuff because once these white folks get in your tax business, it's it's a whole different thing. But then it's the whole question of is the money going to be around once you turn 65, right? Is the program still going to be? You know what I mean? So.
And that's the thing is like there's so many different transitional periods, especially for like us and our group. Like it's just so much that it's
I'll be rich by then.
We were literally I'm at that point where I feel like that's the only way you're gonna be okay, like in America, is to just be wealthy, like to be wealthy for real. Like that's the only way you can get out here. So like really be secure in your future. You know what I'm saying? So like I mean, I don't feel any type of way about what people tend to do. People always want to advise people what to do with, money and money that they're setting aside. Like that's entirely up to you, how you want to do it. And like, I personally, like, to me, I was never like the type of person where it's just like, no, like just don't touch it. Like I was just, or I would move, stuff around, like just move things around. Cause like y'all were saying, like, it's not always beneficial to us, maybe in the long run, but like, yeah, it transfers over whenever you move jobs. You can definitely transfer it over, but it's just like.
But like a good pro, though, for example, if you have a job that matches up to a certain percentage, you know what I'm saying? You could potentially have like, let's say you got a job that matches somewhere between.
Oh, when I cashed that shit out, it was nice from that time.
Yeah,
nigga, that's why they hit you with a penalty like that, because your job is matching you.
If your job is matching, because some jobs match somewhere between 5 to 10%. So let's say you got a job that's matching somewhere between 8 to 10%, and you putting in like at least 10%. That's 20% of whatever you get. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a significant chunk. You know what I'm saying? So, but like there's other cons to that. Let's not act like I'm getting drunk. So let me not try to get.
No, I'm like,
information. Like we need actually
financial advice.
Yes, Rolex risky about being financially literate out here because that's what.
Listen, I minored in accounting
for the culture and for the community.
I major in accounting. I got a minor in accounting.
That don't matter. I got a finance degree and I got accounting experience.
I'm like, look, accounting, anything to me is already enough because I wasn't doing nothing more than the basic accounting that I needed to do.
Facts. Debits and credits.
I might listen to a couple things y'all got to say. You know what I'm saying? Just because I respect that.
Okay. Let's take a dramatic turn. Let's go to somebody. Let's go back to accountability. Here's a young lady that was on TikTok pouring her heart out. I can hear your heart crying out for me.
Ooh.
She's taking accountability for her actions and where she is in her life. Let's listen to her. It's about a minute and a half, and we'll come back and react.
And the truth about it is, y'all, I'm hurting y'all because I want to be loved. I want marriage. A lot of us get on here, we act tough, and we be like, I don't want a man. I don't need a man, but I want help. I want to be loved. I want somebody to love me. I want somebody I can be vulnerable with. The problem is, and I'm not crying, y'all, because I'm saying I'm crying, y'all, because it's like a release right now. But the problem for me, y'all, is that all the relationships that I had with men were not about love. It was about survival for me. I know how to fuck. I know how to cook. I know how to clean. I know how to seduce a man. I do not know how to love a man. And then to have a son because of those choices that I was making, y'all, and I got pregnant really, really fast. I got pregnant within 90 days of knowing my baby daddy. And we don't talk about this shit because it's embarrassing and it hurts. It fucking hurts. And I'm mad with me. I'm not mad at men. I'm not mad at my life. I'm mad at me because I don't know how to fix me. I don't know how to fix it. That's accountability. That's the shit that hurts. It's realizing that, hey, I got some shit with me that I don't know how to fucking fix. And in turn, because I don't know how to fix that shit, I'm fucking up other people around me.
Okay, let's go.
Oh wow.
Ooh, that was
it was so vulnerable.
yeah. But it was needed. That is so needed.
And then yeah.
That's crazy. Cause I walked in from the bathroom, I'm like, who is crying? But damn, and you know what? It's really crazy. I did see this earlier and I didn't click on it. Cause I was gonna be some BS, but then just watching it now, I'm like, she was so vulnerable.
It's about work or her job or something. So I want to say I probably scroll past this video too.
No, look, because I'm thinking like
I would have scrolled past
it right now. Like break it down on TikTok.
And I would have scrolled past too. Like, I'm not on TikTok to be looking at folks crying, bro. But
poor woman pouring her heart out.
I'm sorry, but no, this is really needed. I definitely like. This is what people don't talk about.
Yeah,
no, the fact that you don't know what to do.
Shout out to Courtney Jackson. He said, "Was her therapist listening? Go tell someone that can help you, not the internet." Hilarious.
I mean, but she on TikTok. She can get help via TikTok.
No, and I'm like, the internet literally will help you. Like, have you met the internet? Okay, like
right.
TikTok, it can also be a very helpful place. Like, you could get some answers. Like, but, I'm sure it's motherfuckers in the comments giving her so much love.
Yeah,
like hating too.
Especially after listening, it's like you can't.
No, because that is some real shit, and like, and it's the consequences of your actions. So like, yeah, I think that is taking accountability, and now like, yeah, she'll just have to take the next step into like some healing action. Yeah. Now that she knows like what it is.
Yeah. And it honestly is hard to try to pinpoint, and you can't even start by trying to pinpoint what the issue is. You have to like look at every scenario of your life, like look at every little detail of everything just to figure out like I might finally get to the surface of what the issue is, but I still won't be there because it's hard doing it yourself. It really is.
Yeah. And I feel like also too, it becomes difficult because it's never really one central thing that you're able to pinpoint. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a combination of things. It's this, and then through time, and then this, and then like, so it's definitely a process. It's a journey, as like people say. And for her to be so vulnerable with that, like I felt her, like I really felt her with that, because I'm actually in a period of my life where like I'm learning a lot about myself and like, just who I was and who I used to be and like who I am today, and like just kind of like what is it called, like molting from that version of myself, and that's kind of the area that it's at. But it's like it does get lonely like that. It gets sad because sometimes it's really just like an internal battle. Like no one can fight this for me. Like no one can give me the answers. I don't even got the answers, but I can depend on someone else to give them to me. I gotta find them, like, and figure it out. So no, I feel that, like, but I was about to ask Courtney, I'm like, Courtney, do you be putting that in the comment sections when you scrolling on the internet? Do you be commenting this type of stuff?
It looked like he be commenting that.
I feel like that was a comment that we see under a video, and everybody's in there like, stop being mean, and she's being mean.
You're an asshole.
I have commented something like that, but not like nothing to that video. It was when Cardi B had posted about something about her. And I'm like, why she talk to us and not a doctor? Like,
I'm
you actually the internet because she was asking about waterway. She's like, how do I get rid of it, guys? I'm like, girl, go ask your doctor. Like, why did you ask it us?
You want to know more than what doctors know, okay?
Yeah.
She's like anything. Any natural home remedies, okay? You know her ass is
and Google is hell, okay?
She's some I don't want to say the wrong one. Dominican, I think, or Puerto Rican. Okay.
They get mad, but
I'm like, look, you know, I'm
And
from
let 'em be
San
mad.
Antonio, Texas. Okay, I know Mexicans.
But
Okay.
that's what TikTok is though. Like there's a lot of people that just pour their hearts out on TikTok. Like, and I mean that's not even uncommon though. The internet is full of people doing that all the time. Like,
But I love it on TikTok. You find so much info.
True.
I'll be like, shoot, I'm looking in the comments like, what? You can do that?
No, like the internet.
In Houston?
So,
You know, like, nah, this.
I love that shit.
I feel like I'm a weirdo because like when I watch that TikTok, I swear this is all I thought about. Listen to this.
Yeah, never really had luck, couldn't never figure out how to love.
I was like, what is she okay? Like she could like what like I want to know her story now. Like because I did go on her TikTok. Okay, let me go back to her TikTok. Let me go back.
Part 2.
What'd you say?
I love looking for a part 2. When they say story time, baby, I be invested. I'm working everything.
That story, that's when I
was like, sometimes I really need that quick story because listen, you only got maybe about 65 seconds of my time and I gotta go.
It wasn't a part 2 of this, but it's like another post that she posted where she talks about, let me pull it up. I'll put it up. Hold on, let me find it. And she talks about like not having a good guy. Okay, here we go. She says over here in her comments where she's replying to somebody, she was like, it's like I always wanted a goofy guy, but I know I wouldn't be any good for them because because of my lust for dysfunctional. So like
where she would choose the good guy.
She too woke.
Yeah.
No, when you're that aware of behavior and then you're still going into it, I don't know at what point.
And I did watch this particular video, and she goes on to say that like by the age of 18, she was dancing. So like there's potentially, you know, listen, I'm not disparaging dancers, right? But there's potentially something going on with her, right? Like we don't know like her story.
Yeah.
But like there's something there. But I thought it was very interesting though that like she's like, yo, I want this stuff. I just don't know how to find it. And she's like, yo, I'm accountable. And she wasn't blaming anybody else. I thought that was refreshing because I feel like this is just my personal opinion. It takes a lot for a woman to take accountability. Yeah, I said it. I'm a grown man now. I just had a birthday, Libra gang.
Not anybody.
Yeah, no. I think okay.
Not for a man to become
too woke.
Not you still combing your broom out. I mean,
make it grow, Torian. Pause.
What?
I'm so sorry. I meant to say not you still combing your beard out. I did not mean to call it a broom.
I was like, what are you talking about?
You're sick.
Hilarious.
I'm so sorry.
No, I just think that, like, you know, in my experience, it takes a lot for women to take accountability. I feel like we live in a time in which women can kind of like point fingers. Oh, he ain't shit. Oh, he did this. Like, okay, you didn't play no role in like creating that ain't shit dude. Like, stop that. Like, you enabled a lot of his ain't shittiness, if to coin a phrase.
I definitely thought about that. Having to drop my favorite nigga. So I mean, part of it.
Why was he your favorite? Talk to me now.
That was like my nigga for like almost 10 years.
Oh damn.
So that's the main, like, you know, but I had to take accountability for me allowing things to go on for so long. And I used to blame him, but it's also on me too, because like if you know that this is not what you want, why are you still like this potential? No, if it's not there, like stop trying to make it be there. It's never gonna be there. There's nothing. Like you just gotta let it go and keep on moving. But still take accountability for your actions and just carry that on for for the rest of your life and to any next situation, you know what to do and what not to do.
Yeah, 10 years is a long time now. Jesus.
Yeah, it's been a lot of back and forth.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Clearly, if it was 10 years, it wasn't 10 years. You know, it was, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's a lot of gaps, okay? Listen.
There was other stuff going on in between there. I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? But that's a long time, though. What say you, Naomi? Like, you know, this young lady was very vulnerable. She was very vulnerable in that, saying that, like, yo, she said she know how to cook. She said she know how to seduce a man. She says she got a good box. Now, listen, I'll be the judge of that. Well, not me personally.
What?
You're gonna get in trouble. Wow.
You can't just proclaim you got a good box. You got to have, you need some co-signers on that now.
I mean, we're gonna bring the co-signers to TikTok.
We're sending this back. No.
Yeah. We need some Carfax on that.
That girl pussy trash.
You're on it.
And don't bring in them TikTok because they're gonna say some wild shit just to get some views, okay? No.
But I'm just saying though, she's saying this stuff, right? And I'm just sitting back and I'm like, okay, but like, is she, like, when did she start taking it? Is it too late? Yeah, I don't know if it's ever too late, but like, what can she do now? Because it seems like she's really confused.
Like Naomi said, she got to put in the work. She
got like it's
choices,
just
right
time
decision.
to maybe just work on you. Like, you can't like find the nigga while you're all fucked up, because like, how you gonna give the good nigga the fucked up you? Like, you need to be able to give the good nigga the good you. And so like, you gotta go on yourself. You can't be too worried. You got a child. Like, there's other things you can literally be focused on and that you should be more focused on. And then like, okay, start clearing that shit up. Okay. And then once you're at a better space, you can actually attract some good shit.
Right.
So like, yeah, because it seemed like she know. And who knows? And now she on this internet shit, people get attention. And
I wonder, when she said that, like, she didn't like because she was saying like, yo, I really want like a goofy dude, but I never wanted to date them because like I really love like dysfunction. It's like, that's
get a goofy dysfunctional man, okay?
Yeah. Man,
I'm like, their time.
Like, ma'am, I'm gonna need you to just go ahead and see what you need to work on and don't worry about a nigga right now.
Okay. Yeah, but it seems like, and I don't know her, but it seems like she might have some age on her. And she's like, yeah, let's talk about it. Listen, you get a little age on you. Listen, I'm gonna say
this is crazy, but that shows where you're at. Cause I'm like, not you still be seeing like age.
No, I gotta say this, and women hate when I say this, but it's the reality of life. F what y'all talking about. I'm a grown man now. I just had a birthday.
And you old as fuck.
I'm old as fuck.
Make
it new.
Super OG.
Take accountability.
But no, I'm just saying, like, in our society that we live in now, right? In this society, I didn't make these rules, Naomi. This isn't me, bro. Mo, I'm not responsible.
I'm like, I don't know what reality you live in, but
the real world, goddammit.
No, I mean, reality is all relative. Like,
here you go.
It's all relative. I'm like, we already know that. Like, so you could definitely have all these ideas and creating all your shit.
No, it's what I'm
I could live with a little bit of different type of.
Okay, let me give you an example. What I'm observing in real life, right, is that P. Diddy can get with Young Miami. That's what I'm observing in real life, right? Is that like if you an older head with some paper, you can get with a young lady, or you can get with what we call low mileage vagina, right? If you old head with paper, you can get you some low mileage vagina. That's a harsh phrase, but I'm drinking brown tonight, so we going with that.
Oh, that's so crazy.
No, I'm just saying. However, I don't see a bunch of young dudes lining up to like be in a relationship with like older, pretty women. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, they are. They were cougars. What do you mean?
Okay. Show me the black cougars that people are lining up to like date. Young
I
fellas.
don't know. You're probably not
No
even.
way.
First of all,
Mariah Carey.
no, we're not gonna let that be known.
Let me know.
We're not gonna let it be known that we're not gonna let that. I mean, not we, because I ain't no cougar, but like,
I don't know.
baby, I'm not.
I'm like, and that could have been like what's happening then, but like now me, like I'm feeling like I'm hitting like my full on MILF status because I'm still looking like great, right? And my son's like starting to look older, so like people are like, this your son, like
her little brother.
no, they're like, who? Like they literally asked me. I be at the farmer's market, you know, my abs all out. They're like, "This is your baby? What the fuck?" Yes. Okay. That's where I'm at. So I'm like, maybe.
But let's let the people know though, Naomi, you are still in your 20s though. Like that. That's
I'm still in my 20s. I'm like, but I was 18 10 years ago, and I feel like I feel like I haven't even peaked yet, truly. That's how
I would agree with that.
So 18 10 years ago.
18 10 years ago. I'm like, but I was such like baby girl. Like, sit down, let me show you a little something now. Like, okay. And I thought I was hot shit then, and that's how I ended up with a baby. Okay, that's the fuck. That's what the fuck that gets you.
You know, I'm just saying, like, I think Taraji P. Henson is a beautiful woman, right? Mm-hmm. I just don't see the line of like 25-year-old men that want to like be in a relationship with her.
But like, why would she want to?
No, it is.
Okay, but why is she in a relationship?
I'm like, that just shows that men are kind of like, you know, I don't know. It's a little weird.
I see a lot. Every time I see
a little weird. I think that's something y'all need to address in therapy. Why y'all younger? Like, what is it? I think that's what men should like figure out in therapy. You know what? I'm going back to school. No, hey, I'm like,
Courtney Jackson said they not lining up for Denny's age, they're lining up for the money, and that works regardless. I agree. What I'm telling you though, Courtney,
and then I'm just thinking like,
but who
you really think this young girl, like, you really think this young girl is gonna be feeling you that motherfucking hard? No. Like Courtney said, it's really gonna be the money, but let it be a hot young nigga with money. Let it be a hot young nigga with the same money that's ready to trick. She might pack her bags and leave.
But here's what I'm telling you,
though. Fuck the old nigga.
Here's what I'm telling you,
I can actually get with the 20-something.
But what I'm telling you though is, where are the young niggas that want to main up one of these older women with money though? I don't see that.
I mean, I feel like
you don't see because it's in the
like,
hood.
what do you mean? Like,
there's a lot of niggas lining up to talk to somebody with some money because they ain't got no money.
It's like prime example. I'm like, you know, Brittany Griner, the porn star. She be going to them colleges getting them niggas. She 30. She be getting them 18-year-olds. They be one that.
No, and then like it kind of gets a little fetishized.
Even more. Like young boy, she's a predator.
But them dudes is one.
And they want her,
right?
And they want her.
She wasn't kidnapping them. She wasn't kidnapping them.
She's she was putting that mouth on them. She's a predator.
She put mouth on
her. No, look, so what are these men, Roy?
They say no.
What are these men that are going for the same ages?
They said bop, 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 bop.
What?
I want to see what that mouth do.
Right.
I don't think that Young Miami was interested in Diddy's sex game necessarily.
No, she said that was one of the best sex she had.
Well, you know.
When the hell did she say that?
How
did you tell me that?
Y'all gotta watch her podcast. Y'all gotta watch Carisha Please and her podcast with, I think, Big Lotto.
I just wanted to keep going without thinking that they actually did a thing. Okay,
it was with Sweetie.
I just watched. What's the chick name from Girls Friends? The main character. What's her name?
Joan. Oh, her show. I gotta watch it.
Tracy. She got a show?
No, Tracy Ellis Ross.
Okay, beautiful woman.
Yeah,
she's still out here looking for a man.
She still look. You said she still looking for a man.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's beautiful.
Oh,
That's
I didn't
okay.
know.
That's me.
I'm like, I think she's a little better off.
I was about to ask, is she?
Oh my god.
Is she?
Oh yeah, she is. She just did a
she's still
recently.
single.
She was like, oh, I just love me. She was going in. She was simping heavy.
But she said she's not selling, so that's and I feel her because she like I waited this long, so why would I just go with somebody? I'm just gonna wait.
That's what I'm saying. Because women, when they get that little money and get older, they feel like what does she mean by settling?
Whatever selling is for her. Like me would be selling like getting what I know I don't want. Like I don't want a nigga short. Like so me selling, you getting somebody short, and I'm like,
just get somebody that love your monkey ass. How about that?
That too, but sometimes that's not enough.
Oh damn! Hold on, love ain't enough.
Love is never enough.
Love enough, Mo. Talk to me, Mo. Let's go, Mo. Yeah, work.
If only love was enough.
I had a song in my head.
I'm like, you thought I was feeling you?
Now she's about to make that TikTok.
I'm just saying, like, love. If love ain't enough,
it should be enough. Sometimes it's not.
It's not.
Sometimes it really is not. Like, and that's so heartbreaking to say, but truthfully, like, man, I definitely had situations. If only love was enough, then that shit would have worked out perfectly how I needed to. But that shit ain't enough.
I'm sorry, but there's just too much required of us. You know, as human beings and like adults. So like you have to be able to like get along and work well with someone. You know, it's not all about love at the end of the day. You can still love someone, but there's definitely people you can love from a distance too. Mm-hmm. You know, or just have that love for them, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they have to be around like that. So I mean,
I'm like, niggas that cheat on you and still be like, I really love you.
You know what though?
It's not enough. The love is not enough.
I'm gonna say this. Look,
there you
I
go.
cheated before, and I still love the person I cheated on. So I feel like it's possible, and that's why I've forgiven cheating before.
Let me tell you,
because that shit is dead ass.
I tell y'all all the time on this show, just because somebody cheats does not mean they don't love you. They can still love you.
And that's cool.
But look, I think that can only go for about one time. Okay, but like if it's habitual cheating, like some affair shit, like okay, no. Well, that person do not if they had to keep hitting this bitch up to go and get pussy. Like no, they had time to be like, no, I actually love my girl. Let me stop fucking this bitch. No, he kept going. No. Yeah, I think. But if it was like a fuck up, okay.
Hopefully we can get Dr. Umar on because I want to talk to Dr. Umar because he is a fan, or he is, at least per his rhetoric, he endorses polygamy. So I want to bring him on because I want to talk about polygamy with him specifically. I don't want to talk about the school. Let's talk polygamy.
Why everybody keep talking about the school?
I don't want to talk about polygamy, Dr. Umar. Let's talk polygamy around this mofo. Right? Because now we're in a situation, right, where like, okay, listen, if you're in a polygamous relationship, let's say you're a guy and you got two women. If you stepping out on them, now you're just full of it now, right? Because you got two women now. Clearly, now you might just have a problem, fam. No. Right? Or you just need to be honest that you want three, right? And then maybe they might go for it, maybe they might not. But
no, that's what it's supposed to be. It would have to be an open relationship like that. But like, no, I was literally just watching a video where it's like when you being with these women, like in your practice in polygamy, you can't just be doing that like on some low vibrational shit, like to where you just like fucking bitches, basically.
Right.
Like,
that's not what polygamy
don't
is.
try to claim polygamy and
right. I always tell people polygamy is not just you running around having sex, right? That's not what it is. Like you're still in the commitment, right? You know, it's just not with one person. You know what I mean? TT, talk to me. Could you be in a polygamous relationship?
Absolutely not.
Okay, all right.
Not straight like that.
Put that down right now, right here. We don't have.
Go ahead and take care of all that before you come to me with it.
But I'm saying this is a Barack Obama nigga though. Like he's straight laced, money's good.
I don't give a damn.
Okay,
it ain't for me.
You got
your not for me.
Hold on, let me make sure. Let me lay it out. Y'all not living together. You got your own spot over there. She got her own spot, maybe in another state.
Hold on, not living together.
No, because some people think like y'all gotta live together. I'm just want to put it out there, like y'all, you got your own house.
Polygamy technically is wives, like it's multiple wives, but there is polyamory where you can be dating multiple people, like basically where it is like open relationships to those things. And I feel like that would be more of the not living together, because I don't know. But
I ain't doing none of it.
And nah, it's a no for me.
If you meet the right person,
it ain't the right person then.
No, like
if it's not for me, then it ain't the right person. Like, no.
You've been too westernized, TT. I'm sorry.
I don't give a damn. Westernized, Africanized, I don't give a damn. It ain't me.
But niggas can give you $1,000 to break up with them. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Right.
You damn right about it. And I need somebody. Nigga, I had to drop. Should have gave me 10 for the 10 motherfucking years I done wasted.
$1,000 for every year.
I gave you his 401k.
You know what's funny though is that like Mariah Carey had that in her this billionaire that she recently was dating. She literally had a clause in there. Basically, the lawyers described it as like a waste of time clause that like if they didn't get married or whatever, he had to literally after they broke up pay her like $5 million.
Yeah, I remember that. That's
remember that? Yeah, for like wasting her time.
Yeah, that's so sad.
Yeah. And they mad at me for getting $1,000. You know how quickly that came and left? Come on now.
TT, listen. You're not Mariah Carey. Like you're not.
I don't give a damn who I am.
You didn't make Heartbreaker. That's my shit. You didn't make, the emancipation of, like,
I ain't had to make a damn thing, and I still got some money.
Well, then you must be working with some. Okay, let's move on. Let's go. Okay,
we got 10 minutes.
I know because y'all talking crazy now.
Not 10 minutes. I'm just kidding, y'all.
Naomi wanted to like skate around Kanye. We're gonna get to Ye right now. Let's get to Ye. How do we feel about is Ye being wrongfully demonized? Talk to me, Naomi. You are the biggest Ye defender on here right now.
Okay.
I have not been fully tapped into what all Kanye has said or did.
His name is Ye, ma'am, but go ahead.
Ye know what the fuck is up. Okay. Ye know. Okay, because
Ye will get slapped.
Period.
Oh.
Get slapped for what? But anyway. Like I said, I haven't been fully tapped in because I truly just feel like a lot of it has been energy harvesting, and it's just very interesting to see like how things like are turning, but for me, I'm never gonna like go with what the media says. Like the media says, oh, hate this motherfucker, and people start hating. Like, I'm sorry, white people don't tell me what to do, which is what Kanye is basically saying. Like, bitch, you white people not finna tell me what to do. And like, I don't break white people up into like, Jewish, they're different races or whatever. But like, all I know, I see what I see. And I know y'all been snakes, so I can believe you did some snaky shit. And if Kanye's airing that shit out, then he airing that shit out. And obviously they don't they're doing too much for me. Like look what they're doing to this man. Like for me, I feel like they're punishing him like a child. Like I swear, like I go and I be taking my son's toys. Like, oh no, you're not listening. You're not listening. I take it. Give me the iPad. Give me the remote. No, you finna sitting here with this paper, this book. Okay, make it.
Yeah, that is what they doing.
Damn.
No, literally, that's what I do when my son's not listening and he's acting up. And so it's just very interesting to see. But I have no doubt that Kanye will be fine. Okay. Kanye will be fine no matter how he's being vilified. Like, I don't know. I feel like we've been going through this cycle for a while.
Yeah.
I stay 10 toes though, but people always come back around. I'm like, because it's still, yeah, all he got to do is drop a fire album. Like, he still can. Eventually.
What say you, Torian?
I am, well, I still, hold on. First off, look, I got
Shout out to you.
Nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. I've been really, because I just understand that Kanye probably got something going on. I feel like he's going through a mental health thing. So I haven't really been paying attention to what he said. Like, yeah, I've been pissed off, but I didn't even listen to the whole, what he said about the Jews thing. What I was more disappointed when he said about George Floyd. That's what had me more heated. But at the same time, I have people
I forgot people were mad about it. Look, because I'm trying to recall what people were so mad about. Like, why are black people
mad about? And they said,
why are black people so mad?
Because they more so mad that he getting all this punishment based off of the comment about Jews versus the comments about George Floyd, which is very much valid. And that's why I feel like, that's why I can't be too mad at this shit. Because I'm like, this is what these white people want us to be mad about. They want us to be mad about this, but not about what he said. I'm mad about what he said about this. But I'm not going to go to all these extremes that people are doing. Like, I had this girl on Facebook. She told me something. I just can't do it with Kanye. I'm selling all my Yeezys. Now, she like was really selling all her shoes. I'm like, girl, could it be me? Because these motherfuckers comfortable.
You know, we don't have freedom of speech these days. I couldn't even say what the fuck I fully would want to say on here. Just because we do not have that freedom of speech. There are powers that be that can silence you. And that's literally all he's been saying. And nobody paid attention to that. Yeah, he said that George Floyd shit on the interview, but he also said, like, we're not in control of anything. Like, and then they're like, oh, we'll show you you're not in control. No. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's interesting for me just to see that, like, people are still being so wrongfully, like, and willfully deceived by, like, the way the world, like, they've literally been lying to us through the media for, like, okay, like, so much of shit has come up. So, yeah,
it's the fact that everybody doing.
No, if they say pay
everybody tagging along,
because
too.
Like, even when it came down to Chase, right? Like, they took his stuff, and they were saying, like, they didn't cut ties with Jeffrey Epstein. Even after he was, billionaire Jeffrey Epstein, even after he was convicted for what he was convicted for. But they could cut ties with Kanye because he made anti-Semitic remarks.
And it's the truth. Like,
no, and like, but that's what they get to call, right? They get to they get to just say that. Like, and it boom.
See, yeah, that's gonna be my new argument when I go to Facebook.
Like, that's some gang shit. That's some gang shit. You can't even talk about. They're like, say my name, bitch. We'll fuck you up. You say my name, we'll fuck you up. Not Sapphire got something to say.
Right, Sapphire, like, I want to talk.
I agree with Courtney.
And I can feel that, Courtney. I can feel that, but who is handing down the consequences? Like, and what's the, like, who's getting, like?
Let me give you an example.
So, like, and who gets to,
I'll give you an example, right? So JC had freedom of speech a few weeks ago, and Lionel hated what he said. And Lionel said this month effer shouldn't even be, like, allowed to like spew his rhetoric in public. And that's a position. So, like, here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say about this, right? I don't, listen, I came up on late registration. That's my shit. Like, late registration is literally like a Bible to, like, my life. So, like, you'll never, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is what it is. But with that being said, I think that, like, there's people got to understand what freedom of speech means, right? like he has freedom of speech, but like if you come, so for example, Naomi, you can say whatever you want to in your house, but if you come to my house talking crazy, I might tell you to get the hell out of my house because I don't want you saying that in my house. It is?
Okay, so who house is it? That's what we're trying to get down to. Why can't you say these things? Because it's not even whose house is it? And that's what he was saying.
Okay, shout out to Lion.
I digress before I gotta go get my tinfoil hat. Before I gotta go get my tinfoil hat.
Shout out to my brother Lionel, because Lionel said, I never said that, by the way. I said you have me effed up with the disrespect. But these people are feeling that it's disrespectful, right? Again, I'm not saying that they're right or wrong. I'm just saying some people are feeling disrespected, right? So people feel disrespected. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I believe that everybody is too sensitive in 2022. That's what I say personally. I think everybody's a little bit too sensitive because nothing really affects me like that. But with that being said, if you come to my house and you talk a certain way, I might be like, Naomi, you gotta get the hell up out of my house now. I'm not saying you can't say that across the street, but in my house, you can't say that.
They said at Foot Locker, you can't say that. At Chase,
I own Foot Locker. You can't say it in my Foot Locker.
They said we don't care if it costs us $256 million.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Even my job, because I work at Urban Outfitters, you know, they had us pull Kanye vinyls and they taking his music off our playlist. I'm like,
it's time to go, because no.
I'm like, y'all doing a lot.
Nigga, what?
Like,
there was never no Kanye on the internet. I would be on YouTube rapping his songs for all.
And then they don't even be Jews. Like, relax. What's going on here?
Yeah, listen, let's be very honest. Like these companies that are cutting ties, they're doing these for
cloud
reason, right? They're
for
doing
networking.
It's cap. It's 100% cap.
Yeah, it's for the looks. It's for the big business holders. You know, the shareholders.
Exactly. It's the optics. It's not like they could care less. They don't give two shits about what he actually said.
Because he said this shit like 2 weeks ago. Damn near. Yeah. I'm like,
that's like all this. Like y'all see it. You got your social media team out here just like everybody else on social media.
Right.
And you just now coming out like, oh, we're just gonna cut ties. You've been wanting to cut ties. But it's okay because niggas don't need you. Okay.
Yeah.
My biggest thing was when Adidas said they were still going to be producing because they own the designs of his shoes, but they gonna be releasing them without like the name on them. And I hope it just tanks. I hope it tanks. Like I really do. I'm like, you're not gonna take because that's why I'm still gonna wear mine because like it's still a brand of a black man. I'm put these black ass shoes on my motherfucking black ass.
But then it also just shows what they do, right? Because they get these people, these black creatives, these super black creatives, because they can't create the shit that we can, right? They gotta suck that shit. They gotta suck that shit out of us, like they've done the planet, like they've literally done everything else, like. But that's what Ye is saying.
But let me ask you a question though, and we get ready to wrap up. So like, goddamn, we gonna end on a cliffhanger. But like the question is would be though, right? Why does any black creative need them at this point in 2022?
Capitalism. I don't know, man. We still like there's so many programs that like we have to break through. You know, the matrix is thick. Okay. Big. And I can't even imagine the pressure that Kanye is going under, like, and then the shit that he's probably seen, right? Like he's seeing shit that we probably couldn't even okay, so like
the shit that we don't think we really
I'll just always wish and blessings.
But you know what's crazy though? I don't think he's seeing shit. Let me be real. I don't think he's seeing shit.
You don't think nothing's going on in Hollywood?
You know what I'm saying we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black people that live regular life. You know the type of shit that we go through on a daily basis that we have to deal with.
I'm like, what? No, I'm like, what are you
deal with no shit?
Look, you know, I do not live a regular life.
Naomi.
I'm like, what? Y'all be dealing with shit every day.
I'm telling y'all this.
I'm like, my son be getting on my nerves. That's about the most of shit.
I be crying at night. No, I'm just kidding.
There's
I'm
shit
like, you know, I love
with,
that shit good for your soul.
there's shit that I deal with on a thousand, not a millionaire basis, a thousandaire basis that I hate to deal with, right? And I'm like, yo, this is some bullshit. I gotta deal with this, right? And look, there's an accountability that you have to take because like you can either deal with this shit or you cannot. And listen, I know this shit's not over. I think it's unfair that
it ain't over.
To a certain degree. It's because listen, I know like these companies don't give a shit about what he said. What they're looking at
all this Jewish owned media and shit don't
because look, if we're gonna say that, if we're gonna say all the media is Jewish owned, then we gotta sit back and say, why the hell would he say any of this? Because listen, at some point,
why not?
Well, but here's the thing though. At some point, we gotta sit back and say, what is the reality of things, right?
They don't sit back and say, what's the reality of things?
You're talking about
People, because it's I have a lot of
when I be
media. No, I'm just saying like social media who just like so consumed in like what the media is portraying versus like just even looking at it or just looking at every side of the story. Because I'm like this. One of my friends was like, if you still wearing Yeezy shoes, like you can unfriend me, like because he just doing.
I hope you unfriend
like, but you the same friend who over here wearing Gucci, but like Gucci did all this blackface stuff, but like Ye do something, and now you just throw his shoes away, but you ain't threw away them Gucci slides though. Like you still want Balenciaga. All this stuff has roots in like white supremacy, but you still boosting about this stuff. But Yeezy do something.
It's so easy because they doing it.
No, but that's
throw away him. I'm not throwing away my shoes.
No, black
and
people.
I hope everybody throw away their shit so my shit become real high fashion, high class. Like when it comes time to sell this shit, my shit going for $1 million.
I'm like over here, like, hold on, because people were talking about they were taking them off shelves. I'm like, is that price value finna go down?
Hilarious.
Okay, I wasn't finna pay no resale prices, but this just might be my chance. Okay,
but I'm with Torian though, right? Because I'm black, so I can't like if Jewish people feel a certain way about something he said, that's their plight. Okay, fine.
I feel a certain way that they call themselves Jewish.
Well, that's fine. But see,
and
when we get into a Jewish argument, though, now we're getting into a biblical.
That's what they also getting mad about.
Nah,
hold on.
What y'all are getting into now is a biblical argument, though. Right now, into who's Jew, who's not. That becomes like all of that. Let me back up. Let me slow down.
We're supposed to end on a cliffhanger.
Oh, I gotta slow down. The whole Jewish thing is all biblical based. See, that's what we got to first realize is that all of this is based off of biblical stuff, right?
Okay,
And in the words from Watch the Throne, what's a God to a non-believer who don't believe in anything, right? So like, and I say that because like the whole Jewish thing is based off of a religion and a biblical doctrine, right? So if you're not subscribing to that, then none of that actually even means anything to you, first and foremost, right? If you don't subscribe to that doctrine, number one. Number two, if you do subscribe to that doctrine, now we got to figure out who these people really are. Number three, how the hell do you figure out who these people really are now?
I'm like, I've honestly been feeling like hints have been coming through, right? But
because look, Kanye did make the point of saying, I can't be anti-Semitic because blacks are the real Jews. Well, you know how long that saying's been around? Nick Cannon said it. Nick Cannon wasn't the first to say it.
Look, how long do we got to keep on saying this shit for this shit to really like come on now?
Yeah, but see, okay, this starts another podcast because what I need for black people, what I need for black Americans to stop doing is I need for us to stop running around the globe claiming that we're every goddamn body, right?
But we are.
No, but we are the original being.
Like everywhere. We are everything.
Everywhere we are. I am. This is our planet, and that's all I know. And I feel like
listen, here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm telling y'all. Why I feel like there's a flaw in that logic. Because there are different hilarious here. There are different
Uh-oh.
people like there are different culture. If you go to Africa, there are, trust me, when you go to Africa, that is not a monolith. Those are different. When you go to Nigeria and then you go to Ethiopia, those are different places with different cultures.
Yes.
So,
and we're the Black Americans, and this was actually our land, and they've lied to us on so many.
I agree with you, Naomi. They have lied to us, but just because they lied to us, we can't run around the globe claiming that we the Moors, we the real natives, we the Egyptians, we the Israelites.
If you know there are different cultures.
You can't be every damn body.
There are different people all around. Like, it's Black people all around.
We are the bodies.
Black. But hold on, what is Black?
I think anybody who got melanated skin, like once you're going to darker tone, I feel like that's the more carbonated being, right? Like, look, because we could start getting into being a carbonated being and being like dark matter, and us being like of the universe, the creator.
But just because you're dark doesn't mean that you're of this people over here, though. That's what I'm telling you.
No, because we're more than that. So of course you could get caught up on that shit, but that's the divisiveness of it, right? They want us to think.
And I agree with you, but what I'm telling you is that divisiveness, that's what all those other people on the planet live by, is that divisiveness.
Yeah.
Listen, here's the deal. This is just my opinion. Y'all can, you can reject it. That's fine. Black Americans, because we don't have a landmass, we run around the planet and try to connect ourselves to stuff.
Yeah. No, we're not. But I guess we are connected to it
because we gotta realize that America actually is our land. America, the Black American here, this is actually our land.
Okay, after we've been in America for 400 or 500 years, how the hell are we still something else besides here?
We've been discombobulated, confused, lied to. So not everybody knows, but that's all for a purpose and a plan. Why they did all that shit, like,
hold on,
want us connected to.
So you think that this was a grand plan?
I feel like Black people have kind of been awakening to the fact that we are the American Indians. Like that is actually,
like, you gotta define Black people though, Naomi. Who are Black people though?
All the people you would consider Black. Okay, I already said it. If you're melanated, I feel like
Africans don't consider themselves Black though. That's
what
I'm trying to tell you.
No, but Africans will consider themselves whatever they are. But they're still of the same type. They're just from a different culture.
Not. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They're not.
We're not the exact same, but on the bigger scale of being carbonated beings, who this planet is rightfully ours, right? That we could stand the face of the sun without fucking dying, getting our skin burned off. We are the natural inhabitants of this land, and this is our
shit. So you're going
all around, wherever the Black people at, wherever you are at, wherever your people been at, that's your land. That's where you.
But listen to me though. Listen, please listen to me, little sis. Please listen to me on this.
I'm like, I will put
5.
But I know we got to get up out of here for the night. But those people that you're referring to though, they don't see that. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, and I can understand, but it's because we are in America. We went through a whole nother type of brainwashing.
There you go.
Okay, we went through a whole nother type of shit, and they like purposely even went harder on our stuff. But that's why we've been confused. They've had us thinking like we're even from Africa. They even had us thinking that. But that's why I said we're coming back into the truth that no, where we're at, what they call America, is where we're from.
Okay,
and I feel like
that's a different show.
No, but I'm saying like it will all come up. It's all coming up. Like
it's
I feel
gonna
like
come
a lot
up.
of people have already.
This yay shit is not done. There's
like,
gonna be a lot
that's what Kevin Gates was trying to say too. Like, and then when it comes down to this, every Black person you know, right? Every Black person you know, what did your people tell you? That you had Indian, right? Like your people told you. That's what they said. You took your blood test and it says no Indian on there. So they fucking threw people off like that. But what did your motherfucking grandparents,
Hold on.
great grandmas tell you? I
Naomi,
know what my great grandma told me.
So you're going by.
I'm going by not what
You
people
understand
have
that
told
if
me
we
directly,
just
what
gonna
we
go
have
by
been taught in
spoken
the sham
word,
of the
that's
school
gonna get
system,
distorted.
which we know is a sham at this point. Shit's falling apart. You don't have to believe the lies they told you. It's falling apart in front of your eyes. Just watch. Just pay attention. Lift the veil. But all will be revealed. Because maybe I see too far, you know? Like,
Listen, let me tell y'all.
Not for the glass.
I'm gonna end this by saying this. My grandmother used to tell me when I was little, she used to say, "Baby, just keep living." And I was gonna say that to everybody on the panel. Just keep living. Trust me, the older you get, the more you see. And trust me, the old folks used to say there's nothing new under the sun. All of this shit recycles itself. All these arguments, this is not new stuff.
of course not.
All of this.
Look how much more people are on. It's different times. Like, it's not. No, it's nothing new.
It's not.
No, it is. Cosmically, it is. Cosmically, it is. Cosmically, it is. We're going through periods we haven't been in 250 years. You said everything is cyclical, right? Everything is a cycle. And we've been crashing into like we're in so many new periods that have not happened, haven't aligned this way in 400 years. Right? In 400 years. And that's how long we've been oppressed, right?
Here's what I'm telling you.
We were in some shit for 400 years. That cycle ended December 21st, 2020. Okay, and everything has shifted since then. So cosmically, we're in a different time. Pluto just went direct. 250 years. That's the time of revolution, right? How long the U.S. been around? 250 years. 1776. Okay,
like, it sounds good, and I haven't. Let's get up out of here, man.
I mean, hey.
It sounds good.
That's why I said, but reality is powerful. As long as they have the pure creators, right? I said all the melanated beings, when they have us under these spells of thinking that these things are how it is, we're creating that reality for them. They cannot create like us. They cannot create something that we can. And so, like, they're having us create the reality for them. But if we actually shift, if we actually all shift in that power, we're going to end the show on this. Meditate on that. Meditate on that.
Hold on. We're going to end the show on this. Didn't they come from us, though?
They came from somebody. One of us made them. One of us made them. One of us made them, but it wasn't all of us.
So they came from us.
Somebody created them.
So they came from us.
They didn't. Them things ain't come for us. Okay.
They came from dark.
Some of them. There's different sects of what, right? There's real humans.
You said dark.
Also know, we got different entities on the planet. Everybody know we got aliens out now.
Okay, let's get up out of here for the night. Let's end on that note. Peace to my panel, man. Man, trust me, I love this whole panel, man. We all talk that talk. I enjoy exchanging information. Lionel, I'm waiting for you to come back, my guy, so we can get into it.
Yeah, because they trying to replace me and shit temporarily.
Shout out to my little brother Lionel. That's the homie. Shout out to Stan. He didn't pull up. Shout out to TT for coming on, man. Right, hold on. Let me look at your video. Let me see where it's at right now. Because they was blazing you a minute ago. Hold on. Let me see. They still blazing you. Hold on. Let me see. Let me go check.
They mad that they don't got the funds to give $1,000 for the
they going in on you. Hold on. Somebody else said, okay, talking about you getting $1,000. Somebody said, things that make you say, was he paying her to leave? Oh, he said he was paying you to leave.
Oh, I broke it off. What?
On that note, man. Shout out to the brothers in the chat.
Not trying to start
that part. I'm the one that broke it off.
No. That's the narrative we going with. Y'all make sure y'all rate, comment, subscribe.
Where you post that shit at? Because I'll go up in there.
We right here, man. Holla at us next week. No shit attached. We out.